Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in.
So today we've got some celebrity news and gossip to talk about. We got to talk about the drama regarding 50 Cent and Omari Hardwick. So as you know, Omari Hardwick was the star of Power, was Ghost. And 50 Cent said in a recent interview that he feels that Omari has overvalued himself. And, basically, so... And Notori Naughton, sorry if I'm butchering your name, but she defends Omari. Maybe she's still in character. I don't know what's going on. Is Tasha? Maybe Tasha came out, right? But nonetheless, was still complimentary to 50 Cent because 50 Cent, she still ultimately got those checks after Omari was no longer on the show. Here's the thing. Here's what I think. This is my opinion, right? I think Omari was not happy with the direction of the storylines of Power, right? I think he wanted some type of endgame of him and Angela riding off into the sunset. I truly believe that's what he wanted. And I think Courtney Kemp wanted, because I think there was some backlash. I think some black women were not happy with, the love story of Angela and Ghost per se, but the way that everything was being written, it was being set up that way, right? I think they were just trying to figure out, okay, are they going to get a divorce, or why are we doing all this running around from the storyline? So I think Courtney Kemp felt pressure from certain fans to go in certain directions, and then she just went in a random direction with hiring Tubit. But nonetheless, I think Omari, at the conclusion of his storyline on Power, was expecting to be like an A-list movie star, was expecting to be like a Michael B. Jordan, was expecting, to be in all of these blockbuster films or, a big-time TV show. And unfortunately, that hasn't happened for him. I remember I'd watched him on some Netflix show, and I believe he was playing somebody's stepdaddy. It was over like some weird country town type of show, and some foolishness going on. But my point of it is, it wasn't memorable, right? And, the bulk of how we know Omari is a lot from his previous, TV shows and black films that he was in. And, of course, his most notable role being Power. And prior to that, he talked about the struggles that he had financially, how, different people have helped him out. And I think, he feels as though because of the success of Power and because he was a huge part of it, I think he feels that he should have, accelerated a lot more than he did. But sometimes, certain roles, you may just be perfect for just that particular role. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're destined to be a movie star, right? So that was a little bit of that, right? And then I wanted to talk about this because I don't understand. So Diddy's sons got into it with Ray J, right? And Ray J basically confirms it with Nicki Minaj too, but he tries to downplay everything. And Chris Brown allegedly is the one to break things up. No. If Chris Brown, the one who is always in the news and is always in some legal issues, especially related to putting hands on people, and he's the one that's the most sane in the situation, no. And then WACK 100's up here talking about retaliation and that he's got tea since the 90s on people. You guys, here's the thing. Violence is not the answer, right? And we saw that awful trailer that I think Quincy put out about some alleged reality show that these kids are trying to have and make fetch happen, and I guess try to present a positive image of their dad. Here's the thing. Once that video dropped of Cassie getting beaten down by Diddy, all credibility is out the window. regardless if that's your relative, you guys. Like, you can't just turn a blind eye and feel a certain type of way because the world sees your father for who he is. There's been rumors about him, about who he is for decades. But finally, there's video evidence to support it, and allegedly more video evidence, and allegedly more victims. Like, you can't just be living in this bubble of denial because you're afraid that you're going to get cut off financially or get cut off out of the will or something. So you feel that, you know, to protect your dad's honor or in your dad's honor, you need to fight people. You need to fight people who would know better than you, who have been in this industry since they were a kid, who would know or know people who know people about people who've attended these alleged Diddy parties and the alleged baby oil and all of the things that take place, allegedly, right? But trying to fight on behalf of your father, And it's just unfortunate because it's obvious that Quincy and I'll be sure is probably their relationship is strained once again because you would think that this would be the opportunity to, you know, be around, you know, somebody who is not in prison, who is not in jail. So there was some time ago, this was a while ago, back when I was traveling for work, and I was seeing Keith Sweat, and I'll be sure was the opening act, and he had brought out his son Quincy and had his son Quincy singing on some of the songs and all of the things and really trying to like hype up their relationship. But it just didn't seem, it seemed more close then than it does now. It seemed then that they were on the right track. It seems now things have fallen apart once again. Right? So that was that. And then I want to talk about Meg the Stallion, you guys. So Meg the Stallion has released a documentary, and what is going viral is the clip of her admitting that she had sex with Tory Lanez, right? Now, here's the thing. She admitted on the stand, those of you who didn't follow the case, that, you know, she lied about, you know, not having sex and not being intimate with Tory Lanez. Now, why some people find this important are a multitude of reasons, which we'll get to in a moment. Also, in this clip, she kept saying the B word and kept referring to Gayle King as the B word, which I felt was unnecessary, I felt was inappropriate, I felt was out of bounds. And then tried to downplay, her and Tory Lanez's intimate interactions. But the issue also that people have is she's basically making it seem as though they only got intimate when she was under the influence, which you know what people can do, what people can take and run with some of these bloggers, right? How they can spin that and make some serious allegations, right? By saying stuff like that. But the thing of it is, I thought the root of this issue, which led to the shooting in the first place, was the admission of Tory Lanez that he was smashing both Kelsey and Meg the Stallion. And I thought there was an issue of jealousy in which Megan allegedly went back to Kylie Jenner's house to get Tory Lanez because she didn't like the interaction, allegedly, between Tory and Kylie Jenner and what they had going on. So if you really weren't interested in him or you weren't feeling him like that, why didn't you leave him be at Kylie Jenner's house? And we wouldn't even be having this conversation. It just seemed like, this whole situation is just sad as a whole, because unfortunately what's going to happen now are the people who already do not like Meg the Stallion, the people who are already on free Tory and pro Tory Lanez and everything else. This is going to give them fuel. Because they're going to spin this and say, listen, you basically admitted that you lied in this clip, which means that you can lie about anything. So they're already spinning this as you're making yourself a victim, right? They're already trying to, they're already like, listen, this confirmed my suspicions. I don't see it for you, right? But then this also gives credit to Nicki Minaj. Remember, she said that you lying to the queen and you were the lying king, or lied to the king, whatever the lyrics were. I know some barbs will be in the comments with the correct lyric. I already know. Again, people accuse Nicki Minaj of being on a COKE rant when she said that on Bigfoot. When it's turning out more and more every day, as time goes on, sometimes things people say, sometimes these things that these people rap about and sing about maybe aren't that far-fetched from the truth, you guys. But, for me at this point, it's just caused so much darkness and negativity. The whole Meg the Stallion and Tory Lanez thing, it gets, worse and worse, right? Because more and more people are just, are over it, right? And unfortunately, it just feels like it's going to continue to be revisited no matter what. And again, we know currently Tory Lanez is trying to appeal, is trying to get a new trial. We know that now, coinciding with the timing of this documentary, yesterday, we get the announcement that Milagro Grams, a content creator, a YouTuber, who primarily does her content now in Station Head and Instagram, got sued by Megan the Stallion, but more importantly got sued by, Rock Nation's big-time lawyer that shut down Piers Morgan. So, when you tie it all together, everybody, is going to take some narratives. They're going to take some things from this clip and run with it, but I just disagreed with all the cursing that was taking place and calling Gayle King a bleep for whatever reason. That's Oprah's BFF. Like, what are we doing? And number two, why did you keep saying, that was the other thing. You kept saying, I swear on my DEAD mom. I swear on my DEAD mom, X, Y, and Z didn't happen, but it really did. And that is the piece that also people are not going to like, right? How are you going to swear on your DEAD parent that something for a fact is vehemently not true, only for you to come and admit it later on? Now listen, if she's ashamed of sleeping with Tory Lanez, then just say that. Right? If you're ashamed, or if it's something that you wanted to take to your grave or whatever, then just say that. But all of this extra theatrics and things, no. So definitely people are going to have a strong opinion to that. They're going to have a strong reaction to that. But again, Meg the Stallion did admit this on the stand, that she did lie, because she, of course, did not want to be in a position where she perjured herself on the stand, so she had to admit this. And for people asking for why this is significant, well, technically you can make the argument this may have been what led up to the shooting. Was, Kelsey discovering that Tory Lanez was smashing her and her best friend. So, and then everybody arguing and things getting escalated from there. So a lot of people put that, okay, y'all sleeping together, y'all having this entanglement or whatever y'all want to do, again, could have been a contributing factor to all of these things, especially because there's certain people who believe that Tory wasn't the shooter and believe, allegedly, that the friend was. But again, we are never going to know based off of how this first trial went. We're never going to know, but based off of what was presented, everything pointed to Tory Lanez being guilty. So, there is that. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.